Hey y'all, Officer Karen Lawdawg reporting live to you. I'm making a vegetable beef stew today. Charles is laying down, and the reason he's laying down is because it takes a lot of effort to get him showered. And again, I want to point something out about the purpose of this page. Obviously, everybody has their different reasons for having a Facebook. My reason started out with keeping in touch with family and friends. And then some shit went down with Richland School District. Look it up. Follow that journey. And then in the course of sharing my life with friends and family that live near and far, my passion for riding my horses and whatnot, as you know, I took some heat for that. And so the purpose of my page took a little bit of a turn and became more about exposing corruption and incompetence. But again, first that advocacy came out with advocating for the equestrian rights, specifically 3 mules and myself. You know, people honking, people not respecting all legal users. But then when that shit went down at Centennial High School, and we've been taking hits for the team ever since, yeah, the page is more about transparency, especially documentation as it relates to Charles and me, as we're targeted. But also, there's tons of video that you all y'all haven't seen. Subscribers haven't even seen. Charles said when he goes to the promised land that I can share it, because if it sheds any light on people with traumatic brain injuries, or, you know, the conditions that Charles has been diagnosed with, then hey, we want to share that journey. We want to help. Folks, I never intended to be an influencer, and I still don't think I am. I mean, shit, I've got friends that have way more damn followers than I do. But when people try to push the agenda that it's all about strictly being an influencer, you have that all wrong. If I can help one person in any way with what I share, that purpose is far greater and far more important than anything else. And if you think the few little subscriptions and the price, I think it's like $4.99, if you think I'm getting rich off that, think again. All those proceeds go to Purple Rains for Healing Hearts. I just got done doing some legal paperwork for Purple Rains to the tune of $400. I can assure you, I'm not getting large on my Facebook, okay? But I apologize to anybody if some of my posts from yesterday or the day before, Saturday, so this would have been Thursday, if any of my posts came across as being dramatic. That wasn't my intention. My battery was dying. I was in a panic myself. I came out, my car was gone. Thank God I had my phone. Thank God I had my wallet. Those are the 2 things I took inside DMV. If I didn't take those things, I would have been in a much more panic than I was. The purpose was to quickly get things documented because my battery was dying. The purpose was to save what little bit of juice I had to communicate with the people that I knew could make things happen for me. And you know what? There were a lot of people that reached out, and I'm sorry if I told you not to worry about it. But I didn't want to put you out. Because again, I had some other things working out in the background that y'all didn't know about. So the little picture of me on the ground, that was for me. That was for the people who needed to know where I was. No, it was a shitty picture. But you know what? I needed to remember what happened at that particular moment for my own documentation. I keep records like you people have no clue. Why? Charles, I got to protect him and myself. Y'all know I went to jail last year. Y'all know law enforcement said that he said I did things that the body-worn camera doesn't quite pass the smell test with what all the things they're saying Charles said. No, he didn't. Okay? No, he didn't say all that shit. But you know what? That's what Kern County Sheriff's deputies do. Corrupt ones like Bradford Frizzell and Senior Deputy Smith. And let's not forget Cayman and Aguirre. Those are just the ones I can think of off the top of my head. Why? Because they knew or should have known and failed to mandate and turned around and tried to gaslight and make it about us. There's a video up for subscribers only, and one of the conversation pieces that was mentioned is that what they see is a progression in Charles's illness. And I'm going to have to agree with you on that. And here's why. And again, this is all for documentation. Today we were at Home Depot. Video cameras inside, so can all be proven. Charles was on his scoot, and somebody that we both know very well, friend, for many, many years, bumped her cart into Charles's scoot. Kind of like it as a means to, hey, haven't seen you in a while. All Charles did was apologized, did like a wave, and then kept going. He didn't even recognize her. He didn't recognize her. And like they were BFFs before I came on scene. So yeah, Charles is progressed to where he's having difficulty recognizing people now. So anyway, Charles is taking some quiet time while I get back to my scrump dump dilly vegetable beef stew. Now let me show you. I got 2 crock pots going. This is one. So I've already seared my my beef, and they say it's lean, but it's never lean enough for me. I've got my celery, my garlic, and of course my seasons. Here's my other pot, because I'm making 2. This one already has the carrots. Doesn't have the crushed tomatoes yet. Got my beef stock. That one still needs the rest of the celery. Let me show you how I cut down that beef. And then I still have to add my taters. So I'll wash these up, put those bad boys on. I know everybody loves looking to see what kind of stuff people have in their fridge. So let me show you what the Lawdawg and Charles Wallace Hanson IV keep in their fridge. Charles is type 2 diabetic, so I push, he likes his soda pops. But in the 53 days of absence, Charles didn't know that he has to have soda pops that don't contain caffeine, because caffeine dehydrates you. So Charles was dehydrated after 53 days because he didn't have somebody keeping him in line with what he's supposed to eat when he's supposed to eat. Obviously, we have some delicious corn on the cob. I love it. I boil my corn in the husk, because it maintains all the nutrients and the juices. And then after it's done, then you husk it, and then I cut it off the cob, put it in a bowl. I like my corn on the cob that I take off the cob with a little bit of mayo. Well, first it's butter, then a little bit of mayo, salt and pepper, and good old Parmesan cheese right there. Cucumber salad is another favorite. You got your cucumbers, you peel those, slice those. You can use these kind of tomatoes or the slicing tomatoes, your choice. And then of course your onion, and then of course your Italian dressing. Easy does it. Water, and of course Charles's protein shakes, his meats and cheeses, milk. Now this will dehydrate, so if you have a cup of this, you better double your water intake. If you don't like to drink water, you can increase your fluids with fruits and vegetables. Charles likes his applesauce and his cottage cheese. Of course, his yogurts, his strawberries. We don't use mayo on sandwiches. Have you ever tried cream cheese on your sandwiches instead of mayo? It's actually pretty good. So anyway, there you have it. Just a quick check-in because I had a couple people reach out to me a little bit butthurt that I didn't update. And again, I apologize. But not everybody is as computer savvy as they should be. And I'm trying to say this as kindly as I can. A lot of times the information's there. You just have to really follow the journey. Don't pick and choose which posts to follow and miss the other ones, because a couple of people did put some updates up on my behalf after speaking with my family after my battery died. So anyway, hey Rhonda, we substitute sweet taters. Oh yeah, I bet you could do that. I bet that would be pretty yummy. So I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. One pot of this is for us, and the other crock pot is going to be for an off-the-books confidential deserving individual. Here, let me put this down here so y'all can watch if you so desire. My ass is out of shape. Who snacks while they cook? Raise your hand. Hey, Kathy. Now, this is the kind of eating that does a body good. You got to stay away from the processed fatty foods. Now, I know red meat's not the best. I've tried to do turkey, but Charles won't have anything to do with it. He says, I'm a meat and potatoes guy. I was strictly turkey when I met him. I hardly ever ate red meat. We gotta cut this fast because it's already burning my eyes. Be right back. That's one crock pot. You know what's nice about cooking and being transparent with your cooking? You know why I don't do potlucks? I only do potlucks if I know who's bringing the food. Or if it's sealed. Because I'm telling you what, if I don't know the conditions of that kitchen, my eyes are already burning. If I don't know the conditions of that kitchen and whether or not they got pets like cats rubbing their booties on the freaking sink or on the counters, homie ain't playing that. Homie is not playing cat ass. Oh, fuck. Homie ain't playing cat ass on the counters. Oh, fuck. My eyes are fucking burning. Hey folks, if you're out and about in Tehachapi, I saw some activity downtown today. Looked like a car show. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Oh, chingada. Oh. Ooh. Oh, fuck. Oh, damn. Oh, hold up. Oh, look at this shit. Fuck. Oh, you gotta get rid of the onion right away. Whew. Now be sure to follow the journey, because when it's done tonight, I'm going to let you have a peek ski at how good it looks. Let me put my glasses back on and I'll see what y'all are saying. Ooh, I made it out alive. Alright, Darlene, put it in the freezer for a while before you cut them. You know what? I'm going to try that next time. I am going to try that. How many people didn't think old Lawdawg knew how to cook? Don't want you to miss out. Ah, one fell. Did y'all see that one running away from me? Bye-bye. Yes, I know, I could have washed it. But if Charles knew that it fell and I put it in, that could cause a problem. Learn to choose your battles. So you get all these veggies in first and you let this bad boy stew simmer in that crock pot on low for like 4 to 5 hours. The last hour you throw in your frozen mixed veggies. And I'm telling you what, you got a meal fit for a king. Hold up, I got a cough. And I don't cough around food. And I coughed in a napkin so that I don't spread spit particles. Spit particles. I should have been counting these taters so that each pot is equal, but I kind of forgot. Hey Juan, how's your Saturday? I was up in Shafter on Thursday, had some lunch at La Fonda, my favorite place to eat in Shafter. I wish y'all could smell this frickin' stew. I mean, like, it ain't even been simmering that long and it's already blowing up the kitchen with the fragrant aroma of delicious, all-natural, God-given fruits and veggies. Yum. This one already got some carrots, but I'm just going to give it a few extras because I felt like that batch got cheated. Okay. Got my trusty spoon here. Let's give it a stir. Now, always watch the top. somebody touched it in the store and they had any bacteria. You want to make sure when you cut that bad boy open, that bacteria isn't seeping into your food. Plus, they get dusty. And you always wash and dry that bad boy too, because believe it or not, it does get food on it. Some people don't wash that. Did you hear that? Those who know, know. That's all I can say. I'll be right back. A little bit of water, swoosh that around so you can empty out the can and not miss any. Now we're going to take one more look-ski at that, and then we're going to put the lids on it. And then we'll be back later. Here we go. That smells so good. I could have a bowl now and it's not even ready. Okay. Now we'll go over to our other pot. Delicious. All right, next on the agenda. This is a typical day. Always cooking. Next on the agenda is a sandwich for Charles. You should have seen the one I made him yesterday. Nature's Harvest Healthy Habits. Light multigrain, 40 calories, less than 1 gram of sugar per slice. 15 whole grains. And what did I say? What the hell's going on here? Check this out. Now help me out. I just noticed this. Let me flip this camera around. So here it says 40. Here it says 40 calories. Serving size is 2 slices. Oh, okay, so that's how you get 80 calories. Here you go. So if you're, okay, so 80 calories for 2 slices. Oh, so only 1 gram of sugar for 2 slices. That's even better yet. Charles loves the heel. He loves the heel. So, you know how some people in some houses, they'll skip over the heel? We don't have that problem in our house because Charles likes the heel. Slicing tomatoes is Colby Jack cheese. I like Swiss. And then today we have Cajun turkey breast. Washed and ready to eat on the spring mix for Charles's Sammy. So I'm going to pick out a couple pieces of that to toss onto the Sammy. What happened to my... This is a good mayo substitute. Just to spread on a light layer. See that? Light layer. See how I was pretty much able to make that one little scoop go nicely onto both pieces. Charles always says, don't cheat me, treat me. So these are pretty thin. So usually I put on like 2.5 slices per Sammy. I'm going to take off the little stem. That tasted a little earthy. They said it was washed and ready to eat, yet it tasted earthy. Okay. Charles is going to be so happy to have his little Sammy. Poor thing. Oh my God. So I don't know if I already told you all this. Apologize if I did. Charles quit smoking back in like 2020. This is how you know he's not thinking right. When he went to the gas station, he had like an $18 and some change charge. It was for a phone charger and a pack of smokes. He hasn't had cigarettes, and he smoked 3 of them in his little hiatus. 3 cigarettes. Yeah, I gave that pack away, by the way. He won't be smoking again. Now, I've got to slice that bad boy because Charles always likes it fancy. And then because it's always all about the presentation. It's always about the presentation. Anybody know what kind of orange this is? You get what you pay for. You want to play? You're going to have to pay. These are the best damn oranges out there. These are Sumos. And when they're in season, Charles and I can't, we have these in our fridge all the time. So if you're up here visiting us, count on yourself having if you want a piece of fruit, count on yourself getting to try out one of these. Because they are delicious. Look how easy they are to peel. You know what I call these? These are like big, giant mandarins, but better. Yes, they're seedless. See that? Yum, yum. And we always split. Charles gets half. I get half. Look at this. You're going to love this. I'm going to have to steal one. This is my vig. Charles would understand. Plus, I still have my half. So now it's time to give Charles his lunch. He'll get a cup of milk with this. And then we have some errands to run. Later on, we'll be back for the stew. Thanks.